হয়েছে। হুম। কি? না না, করছি না। এখন করে কি করবো আর, 12:40 বাজে। টার্নিপের জন্য চিল আসলো, টার্নিপের ছাড়া চিল আসেনি, চিল এসছে। আরে
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he? And Yaya Toure! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yaya Toure really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, it's come loose. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running. Shevchenko! Koundé gets it clear. Plays a sharp little ball here. Makalele gets across to intercept that. That's a good ball out wide. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, that has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Real chance! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with...
Oh, he's been... Chance for a shot! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
That pass has been well intercepted. That's been cut out, well played. Alcantara.
Las Vegas Lights really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Threads one in, and this is Torres. He's all... And Torres! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Knocks it into space. Dink through. That is a brilliant interception. Costa Curta. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Nicely aimed pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Nesta. Not the most accurate pass. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Torres. Yaya Toure. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for options for movement. Son Heung-min, he's found a way through. And the referee brings the first half to a close. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Substitution.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Roberto Baggio, nicely spread. Hazard. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's fabulous. No way through. And he's found... And the shot! Really well taken goal. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
It's their second corner of the game. There's the header! He's missed, but not by that far. And it's made its way to him. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So what can they conjure from this one? And it's Thuram. Tries a shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Yamal! So, third corner of the game. Oh, what a climb! Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Baggio. Great chance! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
A probing pass. Makalele cuts it out. Now that looks a decent ball. That is ended up in no man's land. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Koundé stood his ground strongly. Yaya Toure tries to play it through. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Well, that pass isn't the best. So that's it. It is all over. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Las Vegas Lights can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion of energy and good vision. So he's going to be busy skittling around.
He's had a shot! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this the chance to fire his team in front. One 1-0, never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Son Heung-min. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now that looks a decent ball. Great vision. And it's been played through. He's found a way through. No way through. Chance! And he can clear it away. Costa Curta. Makaleli. Looking for options for movement. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Good ball, good take. Might be danger here. And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the pass is intercepted. And they're back on the ball again. Thuram cuts out the pass. Nesta. And this is Torres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely weighted ball. Looking to play him in. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Nice control. Goes for goal! And that tested the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Fermin. Oh, that's well spotted.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Threads one in, and that's a Son Heung-min! And he has kept it out somehow. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
As it is about to be towed away. Substitutions taking place.
And so we're off again. Now it's Lewandowski. Fernando Torres. Oh, nice touch. And a chance! And he's done it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Botafogo go into the lead. And that is out of play. And it's Baggio, looking for a runner.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Fermin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Lewandowski. Fernando Torres. Not much subtlety about that challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Makaleli. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. But it's Thuram. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Here's a chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nesta. Roberto Baggio. Shevchenko. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Las Vegas Lights really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Oh, no joy this time.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And Shevchenko! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, that comes down as wasteful again. The pass broke the line, and the finish, I think, broke a few hearts.
Substitution in progress.
Botafogo are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
He came in hard, very hard. That's a cute ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Time added on 4 minutes. That has been cut short. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
And it will be decided by the melodrama of penalties. Son Heung-min shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he does it with poise.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Azar is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up.
Yep, good pen that. He just did what he was asked.
Shevchenko is the second man to step up for his team. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
So, the second man in line.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
So this one to restore parity. Big character, big moment, big save. Botafogo are looking for comfort. Oh, what a save!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
This then to level matters. And the keeper's come up trumps.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Buffon must keep this out. This is match point. And there it is, the decisive kick. So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing.
Commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.